My name is Mike Davis from the United Combat League. With me is Matt Giancarlo. Matt, we got an event October 18th at the Hammond Civic Center. What are some of the fights you're looking forward to?
Definitely our main event. We have Stittgen, who's our UCL champion, fighting the Coliseum Combat 170-pound champion, VanCamp. That's actually going to be for a new title. It's a regional title, the B2 title, which is something really unique, and that hasn't been done before with our event.
Well, it hasn't been done anywhere in the country. So essentially, It's going to be a single belt shared by multiple organizations. In this case, the B2 Digital Fighting Series. And we're going to have our first champion, which it's big news. Eventually what's going to happen is anybody that gets that belt is automatically going to go to the big show once we establish some foundation behind it. I'm excited about that, as well as the co-main event.
Yeah, I think everybody knows by now that Melvin Gillard's fighting. We originally had him against Andrew Holbrook. Andrew broke his hand. Terry House, before I even told anybody about this.
We never even made the announcement.
No, yeah. His original opponent, Chris Blevins, unfortunately ended up in the hospital. Talked to Terry about it, and he says to me, he's like, hey man, I don't mean to sound like a bad guy, but I'm praying that Andrew Holbrook gets injured so I could take that fight. And I'm like,
maybe this is Terry's fault.
Yeah. So essentially Terry attacked Andrew Holbrook in the middle of the night.
Right.
No, but I'm like, Terry, hey, I was still looking for a replacement. I didn't tell anybody. I said, you're asking for that fight? Please, he's begging me, all capital letters, just exclamation points, please get me that fight. Then here we are.
Yeah, the thing about Terry is he's not afraid to fight anybody.
No.
And, Melvin is somebody that I know he looked up to as a fighter. And, I mean, he explained to me, he's just like, man, I definitely want to take that fight. I mean, that says a lot about his character.
Oh yeah, and the people who know Terry House, it's no secret that it's his retirement fight. He wants to go out with a bang. He wants to go out with a name that
he's a live dog, man.
Remember.
He's a live dog.
Yeah.
Like, he really is. I mean, he's training hard. It's one of those fights that you could see him getting carried out of the cage by his fans, saying, "Yeah." You know what I mean? Like, this is like a storybook ending to his fight career, which I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah. So I mean, we have two really cool main event, co-main events that we're looking forward to. I mean, half that segment is UFC vets, and it's something that we don't really see in the region a lot. So I'm really excited for that.
It's been a long time since anybody put fights together like this.
Right.
Matt, you really kind of went at this card like almost like a doctor. Like, you were just like this, and things fall apart.
Right.
Sometimes fights fall apart. You do the best to piece them together, but like on paper, from the beginning, this has been one of our best cards that we have ever had in the history of our organization.
Oh, for sure. No, I'm extremely excited, and the rest of the card's really good too. Another fight that I'm looking forward to is James Riot Waller fighting
Ryan
Story. Yeah.
That's a big fight, man.
It's a striker versus wrestler type fight. Story hasn't fought in a long time, but that guy was so good when he was fighting actively.
Too, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he says he's ready. He said he's looking to go. He can't wait to get back in there, and that's a really cool local fight. I'm super pumped to have that one. I mean, there's a lot of good ones. We got Bo Samaniago turning pro. He was our 145-pound champion. He's making his debut. Hardest guy to match up.
Dude. Did you ever have a gym coach that you actually owe favors to? I mean, obviously you do, and then all they're really asking for is a fight, and you can't do it because everybody that pulls out or turns it down, and that's Bo. Yeah, I mean, that's where he's at. I mean, how many, in the last 3 times he's fought for us, how many people have pulled off?
I mean, I'll be honest.
Over 20.
I could have, I don't know if over 20 pulled out, but I've had over 40, 50 say no to it.
Okay.
That's the thing.
My fault.
Right, and that's what's crazy. And he had 2 other opponents before this pullout already. And I don't know if people are watching his videos or what, or freak out that he trash talks people when he goes in their inbox on Facebook and says, I'm going to beat your ass, you're a bitch, you're a pussy.
You can't do that.
And all of a sudden, 2 days later, my toenail hurts. Like, I cut it a little too short. I can't fight. 8 weeks from now. So
he's one of those guys that the minute he hears your name, in his head, the fight has started.
Right.
It's like Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali didn't wait for the bell to ring in order to start the fight. He started way before that. And, that type of competitive nature, I respect and understand.
Right.
But it's really hard to get him fights when you do
Right.
stuff like that.
We have Ruben Vargas. He's going to be fighting Henry Huff, and it's a rematch. Ruben won last time. They're going back and forth too. I actually posted a couple of their screenshots of them yelling at each other, and that's one that's kind of, I think people are sleeping on, but that might be fight of the night as well. I mean,
I just hope there's a handshake at the end of that.
Right.
After the fight, it's over,
Right.
And I know Henry requested that fight, and Ruben more than wanted to oblige to it.
right.
I mean, he's coming in from Minnesota, two local guys. Ruben's in Minnesota working now, and, he's coming back, so we got a good night of fights, man. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, October 18th. Tickets online.
Online, at UCLMMA.com at the Hammond Civic Center, October 18th.